is an example of a test source question on an exam, and this will also be used in the final exam, so I'm posting this video to help clarify what I was expecting. This looks like a very complicated circuit, but for the test source, the first thing we do is turn off the independent supplies and current supplies open, and voltage supplies get shorted out. So this, because this is open, there will be no current through the 7 kilo ohms. Because this is open, no current through the 6 kilo ohms. And because this is shorted, the 4 kilo ohms is not part of the circuit anymore. So this will be shorted this way. And this is open, so the 1 kilo ohm is still there. This is the first step. The second step is that we're gonna, instead of the load, we're gonna put a test source method. And we could either put a 1 milliamp power supply or 1 amp, but really for the kilo ohms, it's much easier if you do a 1 milliamp in either direction, and this would be in parallel with a 1 kilo ohm, or a 1 volt. And I feel like the 1 volt was the hardest, because then it's a 1 volt in parallel with the 1 kilo ohm, so I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna copy this circuit to show you what it is that I was expecting. So this is a 2ix 2k, and then instead of the 10 kilo ohm, I'm gonna already put the 10 kilo ohm with the 5 kilo ohm here, so it's a 15 kilo ohm because they're in series, and ix is going that direction. And then all that we have is the 1k, and instead of the load, I'm gonna put a, I think, 1 volt power supply here. And so this is the circuit I expected. If you drew this circuit with 15 kilo ohms, not 17 or not 19, you already got possibly 5 points out of these 15. Once this is drawn, now the question here is to find IN, and the current is this current here. I'm going to call this IT for the test source. Because I'm putting 1 volt in parallel with the 1K, I am forcing a 1 milliamp through the 1 kilo ohm. So because this is basically in parallel with this, I know for sure I have a 1 milliamp here. And because this is a dependent power supply, I can always source transform, and I'm going to source transform this to make it a voltage supply, a dependent voltage supply, and it's V equals, V equals IR, so I'm going to say 2Ix times 2K, it's 4KIX. And this one I'm going to leave. I cannot source transform this one. And now instead of 15K, I'm going to call this 17K. I'm adding, these two end up in series. So now I am still interested in finding the current IT, the test source current here. And I can do KCL on the stop node. And this is everything coming in. IX is the only current coming in, equals the 1 milliamp plus IT. And remembering that I want IT, and I don't have IX, and IX is now the problem. So to find IX, I'm gonna say the easiest will probably be to do KVL on this outermost node, because look, this is a voltage drop here, Vx, and Vx is 17kIx, so KVL on outer node, outer loop, will be, okay. I really hope the focus here is working. KVL on our loop will be the Vx, which is 17k Ix, plus 4ix, plus 4k Ix, plus 1 volt equals 0. So from here, we're going to say Ix is minus 1 over 21k, which is minus 1 over 21 milliamps. And finally, I can go back with Ix up here. I don't know, my green thing is, and use that to say IT is Ix, which is minus 1 over 21 milli, minus 1 milliamp, which means really 1 divided by 21 is 0.05, so you could write minus 1.05, but really milliamps, which is minus 1 milliamps. So IT is 1 milliamps. Finally, these are the two numbers we need to find the resistance. The Thevenin resistance, which is the same as the Norton resistance, is voltage, this 1 volt, divided by the minus 1 milliamp, but really it's the absolute value of this. So this is approximately 1 kilo ohms. So in designing this problem, I thought, okay, this is straightforward, and I realized maybe people use nodal or mesh. You could have used nodal, could have used mesh. It should still come up with, you should still come up with 1 kilo ohm, but what I was looking for are, number 1, all power supplies turned off. This step 1. Step 2, add this test source. In step 3, show that what you're interested in is this current here, because you put a voltage, or if you put a current, you would be interested in the voltage drop. Finding the actual resistance is maybe important, but less important. So I'm looking that you do still know how to use KVL and KCL, not that you know nodal and mesh, but you could absolutely use nodal and mesh. I hope this helps.